Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will start this game off. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the back.
And he's running in the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of...
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
On first down, here comes this offense. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country.
Into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to throw it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll throw it. He's got his man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information.
Looking for the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Quick handoff. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over the Sharks. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power. He's got speed. He's got shiftiness. He's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using the quick game. Can't get him to the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bitonio. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fast motion from the offense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Just didn't seem like the quarter.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Badgers want to move quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Vaughn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, looking again to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and the returner will be dragged down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the back in the middle. The ball's free. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. Doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's taken off.
You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star.
Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 38 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because...
Off he goes! The 10! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And that pass picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Etienne. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. Running to the left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, UCLA! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Badgers are in the hurry up. He'll set up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got it! Touchdown, Badgers!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that's a live ball behind the line. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Second down now after the sack. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is a situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go